Alrighty guys, welcome to the new series here for Farm Sim 19. I'm going to be trying to do 2 to 3 episodes a week, and hopefully I'm able to stay with that. I'm going to try to keep these 30 minutes to 45 minutes. For 17 I did hour long, and I know a lot of people didn't like that, others did, so can't make everyone happy, right? But I'm going to try my best to keep these at 30 to 45 minutes, and that means a lot of editing on my part to do so. To try to get as much in there as I can. So, hopefully you guys saw the tutorial video there on how to install the mods, and you got the mods, and now you're like, Casket, I'm ready to play, what do I do? So, here's how I do things. I'm going to start off by showing you what I do for a setup here. So, no, I don't want that one, I want this one. I'm going to turn off helper on buying everything. No point to that because, well, you will broke real quick. Plant growth, I'm going to go to fast. Withering is off. Crop destruction, I'll leave that off. Periodic plowing and liming on. Weeds off because they're broke AF. Automatic engine start off. And let's turn traffic off because, well, they're stupid. And I think that's going to be it. Yep, I think that's going to be good to go. So we're good. We're fine there. So when you start off here, this is the map. 2 pages full of fruit types to choose from. You own no fields. There are no designated start spots here. So you guys are going to have to pick a spot and start from there. And the fields, a lot of them actually have a lot of space. On the crew sub-server that I stream from on Twitch, I started off right here. The single player I was streaming on Twitch, I was starting off up here on 15. There are areas where you can go ahead and start and get a field as you do it as well. So let's see, 24. There's a railroad track that goes right through here on the north side of 24, but that's still another place where you can possibly start. Let's see, where else? You could probably get away with up here at 12. 313,000 for open spot up here, and then you can buy field 14. I mean, there's plenty of areas, even all the way down here. 34 you can even start off at if you wanted. So plenty of areas to go ahead and start off and have that gap between the field and the road, or field and the railroad tracks, things like that. So I think I'm going to start off on field 19 again because it keeps me close to the central storage. It saves me from having to buy a silo, and it also keeps me close to the store. So, and it is still kind of a central point between the 3 main sell points at the ports here, between Birmingham, Washington, and Fitzgerald. So 19 is what I'm going to go with. $420,000. I'm starting off with 1.2 million. I'm on Farm Manager, the middle mode, the middle difficulty, and so I've got a loan as well right now of $250,000, which I'm not going to mess with. So field 19, like I said, here we go. Let's go. So there we go, and that one I didn't check. I should have, but that's rye. Was it rye? I think it was. Not millet, no. Yep, it's right. So, you got other fields that can be more lucrative than this. You've got coffee up here and hemp. So 15 and 14, coffee and hemp. Nice payday there. Very nice payday with those right off the bat. You can afford to buy both of them. It's up to you. You know, you're going to have to end up leasing unless you bump up that loan. But I'm going to go with this one, and then on top of that, another thing to check out is where are they on their growth state? Are you going to be buying a field that's ready to harvest? 19 is not, 15 is. And let's take the soil composition. So 19 needs to be plowed, so I'm going to turn that off to make it a little easier. See, 19 has no fertilizer whatsoever. So that's my first plan. That is the first thing I need to do, is jump on field 19 here and get some fertilizer on it. Hemp up there on field 14, double ferted. Ooh, that is very tempting. That is very tempting right now to purchase and run with. And then turn around and sell. Yeah, I might. Now see, hemp is a 4-day growth crop, so I've got a long way to go. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that one. I'm definitely going to have to keep an eye on that one. That one costs $303,000, so I'm gonna have to make sure I still have that kind of money. That is gonna be a nice return on that little field up there. Double fruited hemp. Oh yeah, that's the juice right there, guys. That is definitely juice. So let's get. You know, I'm gonna probably start off with just one tractor here, so I'm gonna focus on getting one tractor. And yeah, let's be like everyone else. Go with the John Deere. Let's see, I'm gonna show you my favorite. My favorite tractor right here, the Magnum series, and this is why. I don't think that's it. It's Firestone. There it is. Look at that beauty. Look at that beautiful thing right there. I believe this is from Carl Farms on Facebook, so you guys can go check him out, Karl Farms. And he's been doing the Terragator, and he's also been working on case equipment. So if you guys are a fan of Team Red, definitely worth checking him out on Facebook and grabbing his mods. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a mods list because I have well over 100 mods here. So yeah, I already have a mods list made up. I will probably try to remember to post that in the description. Many of the mods will be there, but yeah, a mods list I think is just going to be too intensive. Many of these mods are found on Facebook or on the in-game mod hub, and some of these we made personal tweaks to, changing weight, or like on the winch that you can get for trees on the mod hub. We've changed the power setting on that so it can pull some more logs. But anyway, anywho, let's go ahead and get this guy all set up. We're gonna do this is Firestone. Good. There's the LSWs. Yeah, buddy. I think I'm gonna go with that one. Crop destruction's off, so who cares, right? Who cares? We want GPS, and let's go with the big engine on there. We're gonna need it, and oof, that's gonna hurt right off the bat buying it. Well, screw it. Screw it, buy it, and I'm gonna go with a spreader here because the spreaders do good. They do well, and this one here is a good one. So we're going to lease this one, $135,000. That's fine. I can do double duty with them, so I can get a lime silo. I can get a wait, what was that one? Fertilizer. Okay. So I can fertilize and I can lime with both of them. So really, really a good option here to go with, rather than a liquid, unless you are planning on getting a seeder that is liquid only. Then yeah, obviously you're gonna probably want to go this route. So let's stick you right there, and let's get a lime. Don't really need it right now, but what the hell. Spin you around, and we'll stick you right there. All right. We got those guys all set up. Let's go ahead and get going on this. Now this 9R is not the 9R that is found on the mod hub. This one is found on the custom modding site. This was their first version of it, I believe. It might have been updated since. We're not always quick to update mods. The way I kind of look at it is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, I don't really update mods unless, you know, the update brings something new to the table that wasn't there before, and it's like, ooh, I need this, you know? Let's start that. Don't need a whole crap load here. Actually, I don't know why auto drive is showing. And let's see, the new, if this is the new GPS. Oh. Nope, it's the old one. Alright, I'm gonna have to fix that. It is the old GPS. I deactivated the wrong one. I think that's good right there. I think that's good. I'm gonna leave it on game speed 1. I usually play on game speed 5. Now, I'm not used to doing single player here, so it's gonna be kind of a crash course. Because a lot of the stuff that I have here, course play for example, or auto drive as well, I can't use on multiplayer. So let me Take a look here. Alright, looks like I don't have course play activated, so I may try this auto drive. Is this gonna work? Alright, that turned that off. Okay, left move. Alright. Auto drive settings. So this is probably another... Huh. Alright. Let's take a look here at the auto drive. Enable, disable, select next target, select previous target. This is a complete new thing to me, so... There's nothing for record, and I probably want to do that. Yeah, I'm probably going to want to record something. Yeah, probably going to want to record. So, forget it. I'll probably try to mess with that off camera here. We'll stick with course play. Oh, wait a minute. Turn that off. I forgot something here. Snap the terrain angle. No bueno. Snap the terrain angle means that you're going to be locked in at like a 90-degree angle. And you definitely want to have that, because that makes sure you go straight. Alright. That one's done. Now I sit and wait. The joys of starting out on Farm Sim here. One field and it's hurry up and wait. Now there are options. Obviously, as you guys know, you can do contracts. I could start painting the ground here if I wanted to as well. What else is here now? Can I do another field? I probably wouldn't be wise. $196,000 for coffee. Coffee usually pays good, so let's take a look. What are we paying right now for coffee? $16.20. We're going up $14.75. So that's definitely a doable thing right there. Is buying that one. How much is this one? Oh, out of price. So 23. I already know that's going to be out of price. Yep. What else? Out of range. So there really isn't anything close that I could buy, harvest, and then sell off. Because that's another thing you guys could do is just buy something, harvest it, and then, you know, dump it. And I don't think I want to do any of those anyway. 636 is cranberry. Poppy on 37, that's definitely a possibility. What is the condition? Double fert, alright. Poppy usually sells good as well. So, you know what? I'm going to try for that one. Let's try to bring in some extra cash here. Let's go for... We'll buy 37. And then let's go to the store. Lease a combine. Yeah, I'm going to go for my favorite. It's not a huge capacity, but I really do like this one. And of course we have to have GPS on it. Let's lease it. 20 grand. And let's get that. Let's lease this one. I'm not going to bother with a trailer to haul it. And let's see, what can we use here? This one, I think so. Yeah, I think we got to use this one. Yeah. Yep. We'll go with that one. Oh yeah, gotta go with the Michelins. I love that look. And we'll lease that one. So we've leased the equipment that we're gonna need here. Let me drop this one right here. And let's get to harvesting some poppy. Now, it just dawned on me too, I haven't done a drive around. We're not gonna get that here in this episode. But the middle area here, you see these open spots. And Dave has left those open mainly for factories. He's put it in here like this so you guys can choose what goes where when it comes to the main factories. Now, obviously, you can put them wherever the hell you want. But if you turn on the global company place anywhere part, which is, I think, left alt G? No, left control G. No, alright, that's not working either. Alright, I forget the command for it, but if you turn on the global company commands, you guys can select a place anywhere, and that way you can go ahead and put a company here and not own the land. It's a pretty nice little thing right there, and that way you guys can put all the factories right down over here in the center and not own an inch. Now, I don't know what that means for the companies itself, if you own them or what. I mean, I imagine you probably own them because you bought them. But plenty of area to do whatever you want. Hell, buy the area. I mean, the whole area here is over $1 million. Let's set the cruise for a second. So, yeah, this whole area right here is $1 million. That's a lot of land. And I haven't tried to see if you can repaint it or plow it or whatever. Have any of you guys tried that? Let me know. If you buy it, can you plow all this under? Is it all just painted? Or does the game see it as the road as well, and you can't touch it? I think that would be interesting. So let's unfold this and get started. Kaskarak edited this one, so it is the TT version. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it bigger because the real world version is a little bigger, so it can handle the bigger heads, the 42-foot or 45-foot head, cutter head. I think that was a little outside of his skill set. So, if you guys are a fan of this one, it'll be in the mods doc if I remember to put it in the description for you guys, and so you guys can go ahead and download it. It is part of the Combine pack, and what Cass has done in the Combine pack is he's increased the damage. So since Giants went and tweaked all of the damages for Farm Sim and the Combines and the headers, we hated it. They were damaging way too soon. You know, you get halfway through a field, depending on the size of the field, and you were having to repair it already. And just not a legit kind of deal. So he's made it to where they hardly ever wear out. In fact, I have not had to repair one yet. Now it looks like planters and seeders wear very fast, which really sucks. So, it is what it is. Let me turn that on. It's unfortunate, but, you know, that's the way they want to do it. That's the way they want to do it. What do we know, right? We just play their game. You know, I'm so used to streaming on Twitch, I continue to look at the camera, even though the camera's not on. You guys can't see me. I continue to look at the camera. Of course I have it. So this one's going to take a little bit. It is an okay size field, and the yield is really low, even with double fert. So this one's going to take a little bit. What I'm looking for, and I've got the game speed down to 1. I could fast forward it a little bit, back up to 5, if I need that field to grow. That's what I'm looking for. I need 19 to get another growth state to be the same color as 18, so I can put another layer of fertilizer down on it. 1 layer right now is not going to be really enough. I need 1 more. So that's what I'm waiting for here. And so that's why I'm going after this field, plus to make a little bit extra cash. You know, I'm going to hire the help here. Hired help is Ravenport stupid, but that'll allow me to do this. And bring this all the way down. Nice little trick if you guys are using hired help. Use the GPS on your tractor. It'll help keep you in a straight line as you offload. Lazy, maybe, but there we go. I'll shift it over a little bit to give myself some space. Lower the cruise control down to 6. Good to go. And in fact, I can narrow that work width a little bit. In fact, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because that gives you more room to play if you need to move over a little bit. So narrowing that work width right about there. So that way, if I need to move over a little bit, if I don't line up right on the first attempt, I can always just deactivate it, move over, reactivate it, good to go. Alright, so I'll get this field done. Wait, what do you... Oh, okay. This is the way the field looks for him, okay. I'll get this field done, and hopefully that field 19 grows 1 more state, and I'll get that fertilized. Alright, so we're just about done with this field, finally. So how do you guys start out? Do you, I don't know if I asked this question. I know I was talking about it, but how do you guys start out? Do you do like I'm doing here? You buy a field, harvest it, and then sell it back? Or do you do contracts? Do you buy a whole bunch of smaller fields and work on all of them? I mean, there's lots of different options here, so let me know what you guys do. How do you start out when you start on a new map, regardless of the map? Doesn't matter what it is. What is your guys' plan of attack? Do you try different things every time you start a new map, or, you know, is it always, I know what works, this is what I'm doing every time I play on a map, it doesn't matter what it is, this is, you know. I've thought about a couple different things. I haven't really done too much. This is actually the first time I've really done this, where I buy a field, harvest it, and then I'm going to sell it back. I haven't done that before. Usually I buy it and I continue to work it. Now, the hired help is not getting all of the field because he's reversing, and he's not reversing back enough. So some of these fields do seem to have that issue. That's why he's not going out to make his turn. So you guys might have to keep that in mind, and it's something that I might point out to Dave here, that the hired help is not really working the whole field. See what happens here. I mean, he's going to end up leaving a little bit. It's like the edge of the field is a cliff for the hired help. Yeah, he won't leave the field. He just refuses to. So, that's hired help for you, though. Where are we selling this? I've got 2 trailer loads already. I need Poppy. There it is. 1903 at Port Washington. That is a good price. That is definitely a good price. I think it can get over 2 grand. But I will take that. I will definitely take that because I could use the money. So 1903 is a good chunk of change for this. So that's where I'm going to end up selling it, is Port Washington, which is due north. I will take the north train. I'll probably use that because, well, no. The train will definitely be easier because I can load all the crop into the train at once. Whereas with this, I'm looking at 3 loads. So I think I can tab to the train. Yep. Good. Unfortunately, multiplayer, you still can't, but at least you can tab to it in single player. So that's a good thing. And how's the field growing right now? Did we grow one yet? Did we grow up a little bit yet? No, we didn't. We're still, but then again, I am still on only game speed 1, and I'm only 9:15, so I will probably have to get to that one off camera. Now, in the next episode, I will probably just wait until it's harvest time, and then we'll come back and start working on the new field and see what we can get for it. Rye is not a big seller. It's not a big money crop. So it's going to be interesting to see how much we get out of that and just what exactly I'm able to do with that and where I go from there. I've got a couple different options. I got some choices. I can reinvest it into a field and continue to lease equipment when I need it. You know, I might actually park this one over here. Bring the combine over to offload. Or I can focus on purchasing new vehicles and not so much leasing. I mean, there's a couple different choices here. So, we got a little ways to go. I want to get at least 3 fields, 4 fields, so I can start bringing in money, and then I can go ahead and get into logging. Logging is the first step you're going to do here, so you can start getting boards made, resin made, as well as wood chips made. And on top of that, I'm going to have to buy at least a coal quarry up in the mountains, so I can supply the sawmill with coal. So there's a couple different things I'm going to have to work on here, a couple different things I'm going to have to do in order to get the ball rolling, and it's going to be a little time. It's going to be a little time investment here to get all of it going, but it's a start, you know? You got to start somewhere, and we'll see how long this goes until there is a map update and I'm forced to restart again. Gonna go all the way? Yes, you are. Alright, he's done. Go back to your Ravenport meth house. No, it is the Redneck Mansion with the Meth Production Lab add-on addition. That's what I've always called it for the Ravenport house. But this should bring in a nice amount of money. I think we'll be sitting pretty once I sell this off and then sell the field. Should be sitting good. There we go. Get that pipe out. You know, and since I'm doing a single player here, I'm also looking forward to using some of the FDR equipment. They haven't been working too well for multiplayer for us. In the past, they did great. Well, alright, I shouldn't say great. They worked. I'll put it that way. But recently we tried putting some FDR equipment onto the server for Fenton Forest when we were playing that, and it didn't go so well. They wouldn't even load up in the markets there in the store when we went to go purchase them. And so if we clicked on them once, we could get into... Alright, let me demonstrate this way. If I clicked on it once like this, it wouldn't show up. It was just a circle spinning. That's it. We wouldn't see anything. And then if I backed out and I went to go get into it again, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't go into the product, product store or whatever. I couldn't get into that screen. So something was screwing with the FDR stuff. And, it's unfortunate. I know we wanted to use some of his loaders. He's got a yarder, which we were looking forward to using as well. But yeah, unfortunately, it was a no-go on all those. It wouldn't work. So I don't know if I'll use the yarder here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll use it here, but it's definitely a possibility. Fenton Forest, it would have worked well on. It would have worked great on Fenton Forest. But here on this map, the area I plan on logging and the direction I'm going to be going with it, I don't think it's going to work too well. I mean, I could always flip it and, go the other way with it, but we'll see. We're still a ways off from that. We've still got a ways to go before I'm to that point, so plenty of time to think about it and figure out what to do. I still have some spots on this map where I get massive frame drops. And the one logging area I'm talking about that I have currently on the server is one of those areas. It cuts my frames in half. And I don't have a weak system. It's an 8700K, 32 gigs of RAM, and a 2080 for the video card. And everything is done stream-wise and everything, and program-wise and Firefox-wise. Everything is on the stream PC. So the main thing that the game PC has to do is just run the damn game. But there are certain spots, even earlier when I was fertilizing that, I was losing half my FPS. Don't know why. And most of the time it's the particles, but I think what is up on the north side here, dead center in the lumber area up there, is actually the ground foliage that is just killing me for some reason. I don't know why. Sucks. It definitely sucks. But, it happens on a lot of maps. I'm sure you guys deal with that on occasion as well, with the stuttering FPS drops, things like that. And, trying to figure out what's causing it is sometimes just a pain in the ass. Definitely a pain in the ass. Alright, where's this train? Where's this train? Come on. Why am I doing this? Oh, because it stopped. That would have been waiting a long time. When I tapped into it earlier, that must have activated it. I'm glad I remembered to just tab. I wish I'd remembered that sooner, though. You know what? I might go for the open hopper. That holds 120,000. I think I have just over 120,000. Where is my poppy? I think a drop-down menu would have been so nice here. Oh, perfect. 117,000. Awesome. A drop-down menu would have been nice there. Yeah, I honestly don't rule out doing another field like I'm doing right here. In fact, let's get that going up to speed and sell. $318,000. Thank you very much. Cheaty. It is cheaty. I will admit that. You guys didn't need to see the whole train ride there. I'm testing out a new feature on OBS. OBS allows you now to pause the recording as it records, and so it's gonna help me save a little bit of time in editing, so I don't have to start and stop recording all the time. So I'm gonna try that out. We'll see how this video looks. You guys can help be the judge with that. All right, here we go. Unload. What was it, 381 I had before? Halfway empty, still going. One tip, do not get out of the train while it is offloading. I did that on multiplayer. I don't know if it does the same on single player, but there we go. $224,000 on that harvest. Very nice. I did it on single player. I jumped out of the train while I was offloading hemp, lost out on $150,000 because it's still offloading. But the money stopped, and I didn't realize it right away. And so by the time I got back to the train and got back inside and the money started going up again, I had already missed out on $150,000. It was a $2 million sell with all the hemp that I had, but still, if it's a thing in single player, you guys will have to let me know. I kind of don't want to try it right now because I'm so low on money, but yeah, do not get out of the train while you're offloading, because there's a good possibility you're not going to continue to get money. Maybe you will on single player, but on multiplayer, for sure, do not get out of the train. So, alright guys, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you all for hanging out, and hopefully you come back for more. I've got more going on, more to do. PV19, more coming. Hopefully you guys tune in for that. So, until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy.